Welcome back, guys. Today is the second part of a 2-video series about Dapper Dragon and their two bases, the vegan base and the tallow base. Today we're going to be ending the comparison with Dapper Dragon tallow sample. It's watermelon. So without wasting any more time, let's get to it. This would be great if I was shaving my whole face, but I don't think I'm going to because it's so cold outside. Another two reasons is I look so young. Been made fun of by my friends quite a bit the past week or two. And also I have kind of persistent adult acne. It comes around here, and it's one of the reasons why I've been not shaving as much as I would like to. You can kind of see there's like red spots. They're almost always there, so when I shave it's really visible. But anyway, let's lather up. If you remember, if you have not watched the other video, for the sake of comparison, please go watch that one. It's 9 minutes or so, and it's with the vegan base, strawberry lemonade. It's my wife's soap. She doesn't like the scent of it. I like it okay. It's not the greatest, but I bought these samples for her a while back so that she could find one in a scent that she likes. And so we really didn't notice that the soap that she has was the vegan base, and I bought 2 tallow samples, and she said that it was not as good of a shave, and the scents weren't that great either. She liked the lavender lizard okay, but this watermelon here, which to me smells like if you ever had watermelon scented or flavored bubble gum, like bubble yum, it smells just like that to me. To her nose, it smells like Nair, which is like, women's hair removal product. So this may not be the scent for most people. Some may like it, some may not. It's okay. I don't hate it as much as my wife does, but I think her nose is a little more sensitive than mine. So far so good, it's working in well. This is about 5 days grow. If you remember the photo, you'll see in the shot, you'll see the shot in the video if you watch the intro. It was this is the razor I was planning on using, but it's a razor. I've got way too much growth for that, even with a feather blade, so I'm going to be using, instead, a Gillette Slim, adjustable on a higher setting, probably setting 5, just because I've got so much going on here. But even though I'm applying to my entire face for the sake of simplicity, I'm only going to be trimming here, here, and my neck. But I think I'll still be able to tell which base outperforms the other, or they, who knows, they may be the same. Back with the Supermax blade. I think it's on its second use, and this Gillette Slim. So with the grain. So far so good with the glide. It's reasonably okay. It's not amazing. I think the slickness is just kind of average. So far I'm leaning vegan. Residual is, it's okay. But again, I don't know if I'm not sure that I would go another pass without reapplying. So that's what I'm going to do now. The scent, it's I would say it's medium strong, and definitely not something I would want to use in the winter. I'm just doing this for the sake of comparison. I wasn't going to order another sample just for a shave. Since we had 2 tallow samples laying around, I figured I would just do that. So keep in mind on the final score, the scent will definitely get, the overall score will take a hit, just because I'm going to probably rate this scent kind of lower, just based on my personal preference. Scent is very subjective, and it's something you should always take into account watching or reading a review by a shaver. Really what I'm going after here is just the performance aspect. Now keep in mind also that the final score on the vegan, so the strawberry lemonade, I gave it a 72, which is, it might sound low, but I would say keep in mind to not keep this in the same category as like a 72 that you made on a paper in high school or something. That's in my mind, that's not a C. I would say anything above like a 55 or 60 is above average. And I would rate like, 90 to 100 scale would be like superb, like primo, like the best. 80s would be, excellent. 70s would be very good. So it's a very good base, and if I had liked the scent better, it would have probably scored in the 80s. So just keep that in mind too. Just FYI, I've scaled this down to setting 3 from setting 5 since we got most of it off. So, or I got most of it off, I feel like on the second application, the slickness is a little better. And because this is a faster shave, simply because I'm not, I'm not shaving my entire face. Last time, I experienced a lot of drying. Like I would shave up here, and then the light that I applied on my neck had dried up, and I had to add more water. This hasn't happened with this base, but I think it's simply because it's not taking me nearly as much time. So keep that in mind. Pretty good second pass over here. I don't feel like I need to return. There's a little touch up right there, but needs a little more over here. So we'll be back for that cleanup pass. Felt like the slickness got better for sure, but I think the overall performance, it's close, but I think the vegan edges it out. I think the vegan base is thirstier, so there's a disadvantage there. But if you're on top of it with your brush, keeping a few drops of water on it and making sure your face doesn't dry out, I think you'll get a better shave with it. So let's rinse off and compose our final thoughts. Going to finish up with some Aqua Velva Ice Sport. I've already applied the alum block and some plain witch hazel to my face. There was some irritation here. That's just a bump that was there, so that's gonna, it comes back and just stays there. So I don't take that as an indication of overshaving. It's just like that. But there's some stinging. So far, I don't really see any razor bumps. But overall, I think I would give the edge to the vegan soap. I think the volume density, it was comparable to the vegan, but I would personally say that the vegan base left my face a little more moisturized, and the post shave was slightly better. So I think in most cases, vegan gets overlooked, and usually it's rightfully so. The tallow bases tend to be better, but vegan bases have also come a long way. Like Katie's Bubbles is vegan. It's one of the best out there formulas. So I think in this case, the Dapper Dragon vegan sample vegan base is much better. And it's unfortunate because you can't hardly find much variety of scents in the vegan base. If you go to their Dapper Dragon's Etsy page, there's unscented, lavender lizard, and I think green tea and bergamot, which that one sounds pretty good to me. I might get it. On Maggard.com, the only other vegan scent that I saw was Black Dragon. If you watch Red's Shaves, he did a Black Dragon review, I think 2 weeks ago. So go check his out. It was the tallow base, though. It wasn't the vegan. I think I'm going to have to say that without scent being put into question here, that the vegan wins. I think my wife was right. It is better overall, and I think people, need to give the vegan base a try if you're a Dapper Dragon fan. So if you haven't try both. You can't find samples of the vegan base, unfortunately, but it's cheap. $12.50 a jar. So in closing, if you like the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't. If you like what you see, and if you don't like what you see, thumbs down. It's it counts as activity on my video, and civilly tell me what I need to do better. I'm always looking for opinions on how to improve things. So in the meantime,